I shudder to recall what we endured. But at your request I will speak. For 10 long years, the host of Etros besieged Itherum. Our ramparts shook beneath relentless plasma barrages. Our outer shields burned away by the slow attrition of railgun strikes. Their siege crafts circled above us like carrion drones, firing in clockwork rhythm, day and night, never ceasing. And still we held, until at last there came a silence. The Etros ships withdrew into orbit. Their signals ceased, and a strange calm settled upon our battered city. At first, we believed it to be a retreat, or perhaps a diplomatic pause. There were those who dared hope that peace, long denied, had finally drawn near. A vessel approached, they claimed, from Vandervark, our erstwhile allies in the galactic east. The ship was vast and avian in design, fashioned in the likeness of a bird of prey, elegant and almost ceremonial. Its crew requested permission to land within the sanctified walls of Itherum, bearing with them what they called humanitarian aid. The desperation of the hour dulled our caution. Iskander, a high-tech priest, emerged from the cloisters and denounced the vessel as an Etrosian weapon. Suddenly, the machinery around him convulsed. Servo chains and hydraulic pillars twisted with unnatural life, striking him and coiling around his body, crushing the life from him. At the time, we believed this to be the righteous wrath of the machine gods, a rebuke for his suspicion of our allies. Now I know it was sabotage. Lurgo's hatred, burning beyond logic or time, had infected our systems. The attack was hers. The ship was permitted to land. Late that night, as most slept, the vessel stirred. From its belly poured a team of juggernauts, clad in heavy armor. They opened fire on the guards without hesitation. Within moments, the western district was in flames. They moved through the city like a plague, screams echoing through the streets. Then came the second blow. In the confusion and horror, the Etrosian fleet returned. Drop pods rained through the sky, each carrying a dozen soldiers or mechanized beasts of war. Our shield networks, sabotaged from within, lay dormant. They came in waves, mechs and drones, phalanx units and hunter-killers. That evening I had returned to my dwelling. I do not know the hour sleep overtook me, nor how long I lingered in that state between worlds. Then I felt a presence. I awoke to see the pale form of our great hero, Tudor, before me. Not as I once knew him, proud and strong in his prime, but mutilated, his eyes burning with sorrow.
Awake, Elberon. The enemy is within the walls. Ithyrm has no more time. You must lead them away. Illyris entrusts her sacred things to you. Take up the holy relics and carry them far from this ruin. Seek a city for them, a great city to come.
I rose at once, arming myself, and fled into the streets. Bodies littered the marble. Walkways had collapsed, vehicles burned, and fire descended from the towers. Rallying what warriors I could find, I moved towards the citadel, hoping some command structure still held. But what I saw there shattered what remained of my heart. Gilborn, the arch-pontiff, stood unarmed beneath Yetna's shrine, his robe soaked in blood. He had placed himself before his slaughtered son, arms raised in appeal to the Artilects. For his dignity, the Etrosians butchered him. I faltered, I confess. In that moment, all will deserted me. What cause or future remained? Better, I thought, to perish in the blaze with what dignity I could muster than to flee like a coward into the dust. But then the voice of Hertha reached me. This was not the end, but the beginning. All this was fated, yet so was the new dawn, and I must carry the flame. I obeyed. Turning from the carnage, I found my father and hoisted him upon my back, with the machine elves of my house and ancestors in my hands. Through fire and ruin we fled, leading any who still clung to hope. My wife, in the confusion, she was lost. I searched, called for her through the smog and chaos, but no answer came. I had no choice but to leave her behind. We reached the evacuation docks, great hangars carved into the cliffside, beneath Ithyrm's last defensive bastion. Power conduits exploded in arcs of white-hot light. Support arms trembled and gave way. One by one, our ships disengaged from the failing ports and rose into the ashen sky. Etrosian artillery locked on as we launched. We climbed higher, through clouds lit by plasma fire, and broke free while below us, Ithyrm burned. The hulls were torn. Many died before we cleared the atmosphere, but the rest of us survived.